Hey boss ladies, how are you? So I wanted to go ahead and take the time to show you all how I achieve this look. They're pretty much simple feeding braids going back. It's very easy for those of you that's not looking forward to sitting in a chair all day long. And if you're asking, you'll notice my beautiful lashes are from our line, a Lady Luxury Collection in Stout Pink. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start out by parting my hair so that way I can go ahead and start to create the style that I'm looking for. Now, if you notice, just take a glimpse on the right side of my hair. You'll see that part is already braided. I did braid it off camera. That's because I did not want the video to be too long, okay? So just to let you all know, I'm going to mirror what's on the other side. It's going to be pretty much identical, okay? Now what I am going to be using is the Lady Luxury Collection Boss Lady Edge Control. That's what I'm going to be using throughout the roots of my hair, and I'm just going to go ahead and start out by putting that on. Now the reason why I chose to use this product is because, one, it lays down your hair very well. It's not just for edges, and yes, the product is pink. However, once you put the product on your hair, you'll notice that the product starts to disappear. It goes on clear, okay? And I did put it on the opposite side of the hair that I'm not using, that I'm not going to braid just yet. That's because I'm going to have the product used throughout my hair. So that's the reason why I did that, okay? So I'm putting the edge control, the Boss Lady Edge Control, on the top of where I'm going to braid and also under the bottom of where I'm going to braid. I'm just going to comb that through because I want to make sure the product gets in there. And I'm also going to use the edge control, actually my toothbrush. I could not find my edge control brush. Don't judge the system, okay? I did the best that I could, but I do use that for my edges, okay? So let's go ahead and start by parting the front of the hair, okay? And we're parting it vertically, very small. And you'll notice I did not use any extension, and in the front I'm braiding my own hair very small and very small. I'm braiding that back a few times, and when I say braiding it back, I'm braiding it in place actually, not braiding it back. I don't start braiding back until I add the piece of extension here. Here I insert the extension in, under, and now I'm going to braid it in place twice. Then I'm going to start braiding it going backwards. Okay, that's the technique I chose to use, so that way the hair would be braided in place and hold very nice and tight. So I'm just going to go ahead and just braid that going backwards. And then now, based on the style that I want, I am going to add a little bit more hair in. The purpose of doing that is, again, the technique for the feed-in braid, so that way it starts from smaller to bigger. The more hair you add in, the bigger the braids get. So just once again, I'm braiding that going back. I'm not going to braid the entire braid going back because that's pretty much like self-explanatory, but you'll pretty much get an idea. I'm going to be doing the same thing all the way towards the end of the strand. Look, you'll see that my hair is thicker than the weave. The weave is silky, and my hair is a little bit more on the thicker side. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do this style, because I didn't want it to be too big. I didn't want my hair to show. And I am adding shiny gel on the end, so that way my hair can blend a little bit easier, okay? Now we're parting the hair once again. I'm going to do the same exact thing we did with the first braid. Just parting that from front to back. Yeah, that hurts. Those 4C thick hair sisters, you know what I'm talking about. You got to braid your hair going back. You got to make sure that hair is straight. That hair is nice and thick. I'm just looking at both sides right now, trying to make sure that the both of them are pretty much aligned together, so it'll look more of a reflection on both sides. Okay, It's so important, guys. Once again, you'll notice that throughout the video, I put product on the hair that I'm not braiding. I try to do that first so that way none of the hair that I'm not using seep through or gets on the hair that I need to use. Because again, the whole idea of this style is to make sure that it has a nice seamless, clean look. Okay, get that product in there. Again, don't use too much. A little bit goes a long way. Once you put the amount that you need, you comb the hair through, you'll be fine. Okay. Now I'm doing the same thing I did the first time. However, you didn't notice that I didn't use any extension in the front. I didn't catch that on camera. Okay, but I did do the same technique. I braided it a few times, my hair a few times, and then I added the extension. Now with this one, this is one of the smaller braids that I'm doing, and this one here I only use one piece of extension. I am not going to add more because once again I'm not trying to get that look for this particular braid. I'm just going to braid it straight going back with one piece of extension, so that way it stays very, very small. Guys, we are on our last braid. Now this one is one of the bigger ones. You'll notice that right next to it on the right side is one of the bigger braids. So it's going to start off small and it's going to get large because of the amount of hair that I'm going to be using. And you'll notice that with the extension that I'm using, it's the hair that I chose. The hair that I'm going to put in is going to be, I'm going to add a little bit more hair than I've done throughout the other braids. Okay. Adding our edge control on the roots. I'm going to braid the front of the hair without any weave. Okay. Add that extension in from under. Okay, and it's very important that when you're braiding, you're checking your braid just to ensure that that both of them look the same. And that's what I was doing at that time. I was just touching it and kind of getting a closer look to make sure that the braids are they look identical to each other, especially the fact that they're right next to each other. Okay, then we're going to add a little bit more hair. Now this set of extension has more hair than all the other ones that I used throughout the side of the braids that I was doing. Braid that really nice and tight because the middle of my hair is very, very thick. And once again, I'm going to go ahead and just braid that going back. I will not show you how I braid the ends because again, that is self-explanatory. Okay, now that we're done with our braids, I'm going to go ahead and lay my edges. It doesn't look like I'm laying too much, and that's because I do not like to leave a lot of hair out. I like to leave just a little bit just so that I can lay it down real nice and clean. I don't like a lot of my edges out, especially the fact that my hair is super curly. It only takes a few days for it to be lifting, and then I gotta find ways to lay it down again. I be on my lazy mode, don't like to do that too much. So that's why I leave a little bit of hair out. So I'm gonna go ahead and just lay those in a circular motion. Gonna do the same thing I did on the right side, okay? Using my infamous edge control brush. Hint. Okay, now that we're done, we do have one more step to take, and that step is to add mousse on the braids, okay? Now the purpose of adding the mousse is because when you add mousse on your braids after you add the product, once everything is all mixed well together, it holds your hair so nice. And you really won't understand it until like 2 to 3 days after your hair is braided. You will see how it stays intact, okay? Gives it like a nice tight feel, a nice clean look. Everything comes together and it's just holding in place very perfectly, okay? And just like the edge control, it's of course it's white, and then you just have to give it a few seconds. The mousse will disappear, and I want to make sure, I'm actually making sure that I'm getting it in my scalp. Okay, once that dries,